Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're still working in the pink book like we did last time, and I'll just take you through the ones that some of the ones that I did last time, and then I've added a few. And so after I finished with these for a while, I jumped over into, I left a few pages to still continue that, but I started like a chapter 2 with these new collage sheets that I got off of Etsy. And I'll show you what I have left. So, like I said, I got these off of Etsy, and I have two different printers over here. One's a Epson EcoTank and one's a Epson Workforce. So, I was having a time on the Workforce because if I did it that way, it made them too big, and I think I got one in here. Well, as a matter of fact, this is one of them that was this way. And when I tried to reduce it, all it did was distorted it and cut my picture off. So I really haven't, and this was on the Workforce, so this, I think the color is really good, better than the EcoTank. But so anyway, to get them to be smaller, I had on the Workforce, I had to landscape them. And it took me forever to learn. I mean, I don't hardly ever use landscaping on my work on the printer. So it took me a while to figure out that's what I needed to do to make them smaller. And like I said, these are off of Etsy. And I downloaded two different types of collage sheets. And see, that's what I was saying. It was this way, so I landscaped this one. I really like the deep saturated colors as well. And like some of you may say, well, that's too intricate to cut around, but when I have it that way, I just cut close and just put it on here and collage over top of it, because you can see the lines right here, and that way you don't have to try to get that to be all exact. I don't know exactly what the name of the collage sheet were, but you can, type in collage sheets on Etsy. Okay, and so these, I did it this way, and I was able to reduce them, but this is off the Epson EcoTank. And I print from I have my phone in one room, and I can go in and say print, and set it up this way, do all the sizing and everything by my phone. And let's see if I could show you all. I don't know if y'all can tell much difference. This is the Epson Workforce. This is the EcoTank. Okay, and And I do like them that, although I do like Collage soup as well, but I kind of, you know, it's the whole page is colorized. So for some people, that's a benefit. But, you know, I kind of like to see my thing with a white background. Okay, so, okay, let me go ahead and show you these. Okay, this was another group off of Etsy. And the only thing I didn't see, that's what I'm saying, these have a, you know, colorized background. And, well, anyway, I was thinking, Lord, I would just erase every bit of my ink if I started downloading these. So they did happen to have one sheet that had all 4 on them. But then I said, well, you know what, I just can't keep. Okay, so this one, the Workforce, this one, the Eco Tank. See, a little better quality. And I even tried to raise the quality. You know, you can go in and put in whether you want it at 50% or something and try to raise the quality. But this, I think, was the best it was going to do. And then so I said, well, let me go back to the Eco Tank, because I know I can make them 5x7s, but, you know, it's kind of hazy, not as great quality. And I even tried to lighten it a little bit, trying to fix it. And there's another one of those. Okay, so I started, like I said, chapter 2. And I'm just doing mostly on the right-hand side. And like I said, these are from Etsy, and this, the green was from the Mean Green Collage Soup. You know, I think the QR codes are pretty neat. And then I said, well, you know, you know, to fill in, I'll just stamp it out. I think these are from Mean Green, the houses. This here whole side thing here was off of a 12x12 sheet. And the clover, what have you, was off of Mean Green, just like the flowers here. The little circles was Mean Green. Etsy. I think all this was Mean Green, all but the figure. Same here, Mean Green. And this, there was a whole page of stickers for letters on this paper pad sheet. It's over here somewhere. This one here, I decided just to paint the whole background red. And I think I had a red sheet that I had made off of, you know, a white piece of paper, spritzed it with red. So I just thought I'd go ahead and use this as the whole sheet as my background. This one here used the spray inks from Dilutions. But the bad thing about it is, you know, it's going to bleed through. But what I did was glued on the back of this when it turned another page over so you wouldn't see all the bleed through. Okay, here's one where you can see I've not yet put the stamps. Another one that I think needs a little more. I'll just go back in with the stamping. Here's the sticker letters again out of the 12 of 12 pad. And here's just, you know, I use the stickers from like a planner stickers, you know, memories important, don't forget, remember, don't forget. And I put not all shits and giggles because it looks like she's stressed. You can see here I've used 3 of the Etsy. And this one here, I just took this bird stencil and just used the feathers. And I did it up here, right there. Another stencil for these. It was an old stencil I took for these. And this one here was just an old block stencil that I use. I still have a lot of my block stencils. That's all I did was after I did the green. I think the green may have been from the color wheel. I did my background with that. And this one here, the background was it is all from paper pad. And that one was an old paper pad. I don't see it right now, but and this one, Mean Green, I think, Etsy. And this one here, I was going to show you all this. That I took. Say like for the striping around it, I just took this. And I cut out these 2 ladies' shirts and just kept, you know, snipping strips to make my edging. And that one may have come off of Collage Soup Balloony People. And I got this here out of Variety magazine. It was just one big sheet with really all over it, so I just cut around it, pasted it down. And this here was out of Variety also. And this here border was out of Variety. And this whole background was just one big sheet with pink. It had the cell phone on it, the hand, the person. So I just laid the whole sheet down and then put all of this down. This was off of Etsy also. It was just actually the head and the neck, and I found this shirt and added it to her. Okay, so I was going to show you all what I was doing with the colors. Okay, so on the other page that had the blue and the green background, I used Distress Paint Speckled Egg, Golden green, gold, or vert, it says. And then just Distress Paint, Peel Paint. And I'm going to see if I can't reuse this one. I hardly use these daubers anymore. But isn't that a pretty color? It's bright, it's saturated, and that was the golden or vert. And then, let's see, I might use Distress Paint. I was going to put the blue on, but so that has a little more yellow in it. Okay, we'll add a little bit of speckled egg. Keep in mind it still has the green on it, but still it's a beautiful color. That nice aqua. I like any type of blues and greens. Okay, we'll let that dry a little bit. Okay, so I think I may do this one. And this one here, Come Out of Variety, may put her on as something on the side. Maybe this one. Maybe that one. Okay, so I'll cut these out. Okay, so I cut around this one, but I was going to show you all that I know there's people out there that want to use that X-Acto knife, which that's all fine and good. But at the end of the day, once you cut through these, as long as you come back out at where you started, you'll never know. That's what I did. And I'll just cut through the arm right here. Cut through the arm over here, which I really didn't have to cut that. It's not that much white. I'm going to cut through right here. And let's cut this last little piece right here. Let's see, at the end of the day, I'll put it down just like that. And then, you know, if you're really, you know, you don't like all the white, then, you know, you can either go in close, but sometimes I'll just go back in with, you know, a colored pencil, not pencil, but, you know, a marker, and just go back over that. And I think that's what I had done on, these right here. If you want to fill it in, but okay, so okay, so I found this sheet out of one of the magazines. I don't rightly know which one it is, but usually like a Vogue or something of that nature. And I'm going to cut that up and use that as like my washi tape. Okay, I think I will use this block right here and do the background. I've already put the washi tape looking stuff around the edge. I can't really remember which way was better, if doing this or putting the block down, and I think this way it wasn't all that great. Let's see, I forget. No, I guess that was the way. See, and I'm not going to be able to do in the crease of the book so much. You don't have to be all that precise, because a bunch of this will be covered. I guess I could have put me a sheet down over there. Kind of looks like a hot mess, but yeah, that will be covered, so we can remedy that. Somehow I like her in the yellow. I sort of want to cover the line up now that I think about it. Because, you know, you don't know how much of the line you're going to cover up, so you might as well just, you know, do the washi tape. And this was from the ladies' dresses, so I was wondering, could I use that somewhere? I think we'll just stick it here. I didn't even alter it. I just used the scrap as is, because it too has kind of like saturated colors. And then, let's see, let's put them over here. But I need to find some more images. Okay, so I found this that in my scrap pile. I think I'll go ahead and put that on where I've been cutting the circles out. And I like the saturated green. And I found this probably Flower Power or something, another with the Collage soup books. Okay, and then out of one of the vintage books that I had, I found this. So I think I'll cut these out and maybe some of these. Okay, so I think we can go ahead and put our figures down. That would be too hard to try to glue the back of the figures, because I'd probably end up tearing it, but I always say it's just paper. all the way down here at the end of this thing, but it's hard to... You know, you can always cut the figures apart too. That's what I hate about when you use, even when you use the X-Acto knife. And I'll probably go over their outline and probably cover up some white. Okay, and I think I wanted this to, you know, be on the outside. Okay, and put these little pieces on that was on that little square. Okay. Okay, I think I'll do a little bit of stamping. You know, I kind of like it when it looks a little busy. I think maybe try this one. I've had this one a while. I just hope it sticks to the block. Kind of like it. Take this circle. I think it comes with the planner stamps. And I think I'm going to take this page and maybe and pink off of this one. Maybe use a circle. And this page was out of Writing Magazine, so I thought I'd do maybe want to use the glasses. Let's see, I wonder if I want to use the image or the circles. I guess the circles. Okay, so here's my thing that makes a lot of circles. Just put a whole bunch down over there till we know exactly. I think I want to use maybe some of this green. Maybe some pink. It's actually showing up brighter than what I'm seeing. Okay, and this here was out of variety. Let's use maybe some purple, since we have a little bit of purple going on. See, just where do I want this? Here. Maybe one there. Use them to cover up mistakes. And don't know if I like that one so good there after all. Okay, you're out of here. Out of here. And then probably a lot of these over here probably help the little situation over here. And so use this other side, this black side. This could use more. Let's see. Okay, and I'm going to go around this a little bit, try to cover up a little bit of the white. Okay, I pulled out some Posca markers, bright yellow, ochre, and apricot. We just have to I'm not trying to do away with the yellow, I'm just trying to tone it down. I think this one's the best. This one's apricot. It goes with the background better. Even when I picked up the apricot, I really didn't think that one was going to work, but you never know. We just want to kind of tone it back. I don't even know if I should even fool with that. I sort of do think it needs a little something. I think I'm going to grab this thing and see what's left on it. See if I can. Okay, this might be a fail, but you just have to sometimes try it. Kind of like that. Knock back a little bit. I think I kind of like that. I mean, it might need a little something. Sometimes even I don't know when to quit. That's just that one. Okay, I think that's about all I want to do with that one. I like it. And if you could do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe. And as always, see you tomorrow.